Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Hellhawks Over the Bulge. It's a scripted campaign for IL-2 Sturmovik Great Battles. I actually broadcast this campaign on Twitch. I started doing it as a Twitch stream thing, and originally I wasn't going to put it on YouTube, but then I decided I was enjoying it so much that actually it would be a good idea to do that. So here it is. However, it's going to be in a slightly edited format. There's a lot of downtime in these missions during this campaign, and I thought it might be better to sort of cut out some of the boring stuff as I put it here on YouTube. And hopefully maybe you guys are going to be interested. Hellhawks Over the Bulge is a DLC campaign you can get for IL-2 Great Battles, and normally on the channel when I do cover IL-2 we do dynamic campaigns, where with the dynamic campaign generator and what have you, which is always really good fun. And it's Iron Man as well, so if we die, we die, and that's the end of the series. This is different though. We're not doing it Iron Man, and also it's not a dynamic series either. It's a scripted campaign with each mission being handmade by the mission designers who created the campaign, and it's really, really cool and very interesting. Obviously the downside is that it doesn't have nearly so much replay value, but the upside is that what they've managed to create here is an incredibly awesome and immersive and realistic depiction of what it was like to fly in a P-47 Thunderbolt squadron in the latter half of 1944 through to 1945 in Western Europe. In this campaign, you fly as part of the 365th Fighter Group in the 9th Air Force over Belgium and Germany during the autumn and winter of 1944. You're doing largely ground attack stuff. As of the current data, we've not had any actual air-to-air combat in the campaign, and mostly because that's because the campaign realistically recreates the conditions on the Western Front at that time, which basically was the fact that the Allies had almost complete air supremacy over the German Luftwaffe, and so German fighters in the air was kind of an exception and not the rule. So in most of these missions, we spend our time ground pounding, taking out enemy guns and tanks to help out the ground troops, and dodging flak for the most part, which is more difficult than you might think, as it turns out. It's really interesting, though. It has... What I really like about it is a ton of extra radio dialogue and stuff like that. You hear the different controllers talking, and your squadron members talking and stuff like that. It's not over-dramatized, it doesn't get silly. It's not like you're playing Ace Combat or something, although I do love Ace Combat. They take it quite realistically. The radio chatter is fairly realistic. They're using all the old call signs, and you know, you're flying around, you're on station, the controller directs you to where you need to go. The ground troops will mark the area you need to attack with smoke and stuff. It's a really cool experience. It really helps you get into the shoes of a Thunderbolt pilot from World War II, doing the ground attack missions that these guys flew. And over the exact locations they did it. The campaign covers a few battles. I think the first main one that we encounter in the campaign is the Battle of Aachen, which was the first major city in German territory that the Allies liberated. In addition to that, you've got the battle over the Hurtgen Forest and the Ardennes with the Battle of the Bulge as well. And I don't know if it goes any further than the Battle of the Bulge, but given the campaign's name is Hellhawks Over the Bulge, I imagine that's probably the grand finale. Regardless, though, I had a lot of fun streaming this so far. I will be continuing to do it as well every Wednesday on Twitch at 2 p.m. Local British time. I don't know whatever that'll translate to wherever you are in the world, but we do stream it over on the Twitch channel every Wednesday at the moment. And I hope you enjoy this video. The first of maybe a few. We'll see. Let's go to the bottom. There it is. Alright, so we already read that description. Mission 1, Arrival. Well, Lieutenant McEwen, welcome to Belgium. Unfortunately, I'm not the CO that should be welcoming you. I'm not sure how you managed to hop the wrong transport and end up here in Florence, but Florence. I mean, that's how we're going to American this up as much as possible. Florence. But someone here sure made a mess of things. Your squadron, the 365th, is based north of here at St. Trond. To complicate matters, the only Goonie bird leaving here in the foreseeable future isn't headed in that direction. I made a call, and 2 pilots from your new squadron are flying down here tomorrow morning. One is finished with his tour and hopping a transport out of here to Calais, so you'll fly his ship back to your new home. The other pilot that came with him we'll fly back with you. You'll be at your new base with your new squadron before noon tomorrow. So it looks like we're just doing a ferry flyer, essentially. We're just flying from A to B to kick things off, I guess. AWS 220, welcome back. Thanks for the 16 months. Not that often you get the chance to enjoy Dave's stream on your lunch break at work. Well, congrats. All right, folks. I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't do scripted campaigns very often, but this one sounds like it's probably going to be the gold standard, hopefully. All right, there's our flight plan. Very good. You know, I think I probably still have map icons turned off, which is going to make this potentially a little extra confusing and difficult, but all right, we'll live with it. There's St. Tron over there next to St. Truiden. Specification. Now here's something. Here's a caveat for you, everybody. I've almost never flown the P-47 in this game before. Not only am I crap in the P-47, but I also don't really understand how it all works. So let's have a little butchers at the specifications here, shall we? Indicated stall speed in flight configuration is 134 miles per hour, 110 in the takeoff and landing configuration. Okay, that's an important number to know. Takeoff speed, about 115 to 125 miles per hour, depending on loadout, I guess. Glide slip speed around 115 to 130. Landing speed 110 to 120. Engine modes, this is the important stuff. Cruise unlimited time, 2550 RPM, 42 inches of mercury. Combat power up to 15 minutes. Alright, only 15 minutes of combat power, good grief. 2700 RPM, 52 inches of mercury. Freaking inches of mercury. Anything but metric, right? In addition to the automatic single-stage supercharger, I'm glad it's automatic at least, the engine is equipped with a turbocharger that the pilot can control. The turbocharger is powered by the engine exhaust back pressure, which can be set by a lever in the cockpit and maintained automatically using the throttle shutters on the exhaust pipes. The air compressed in the turbocharger goes to the intercooler, where it is cooled by the incoming airflow. The cool compressed air goes to the carburetor, and the resulting fuel-air mixture goes to the supercharger. The temperature of the air after the intercooler is indicated by a separate... My God, you need to be an engineer to fly the jug, apparently. The total engine power should be controlled using the joint method of the 3 levers. That's something I can't do because I don't have multiple throttle levers in my setup here. So that's going to make life interesting and difficult. RPM, throttle, and turbocharger lever are moved together, apparently. Oh, God. Okay, let's see if I can absorb all that huge text wall of information and fly this thing without blowing it up. Oh man, we're starting off parked. We're not even like on the runway. This is unusual for me.
All right, too. Let's get these birds started and get out of here.
All right, thanks, man. I'm trying to turn you down with the volume control, but you're kind of loud, man. Oh, canopy was already open. Not bad. Look at that little Jeep going by. I love it. Well, the nice thing about it is it is an American plane, so it does have in big, bold letters everywhere all of the important information. Look at this, doing all the things. He's pumping the primer. Both magnetos.
Arlington, this is Elwood Green, preparing to taxi, over.
I don't seem to be able to turn the volume of him down.
This is Arlington. You are cleared for taxi. Over.
The button isn't working.
Roger that, Arlington.
Sorry there, buddy. I'm not up on this whole starting the engine malarkey. I don't have to do this very often. Maybe is the mixture the problem here as well, maybe? Auto rich, there we go. Maybe that's the problem. I thought it would do that automatically, but apparently not. There we go. Oh, no, come on, please, engine, please. Right, I think we're good now. Generator on, gun cam on, electric bomb release gear on, weapons on. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're okay. Flippin' heck. That took long enough. Parking brake release. Motherfuckers, we are rolling at last. Do I have the tail wheel released? Okay, that explains why we were turning so slowly. Hallelujah. Okay, don't clip the wings on any of the nearby objects, please, for the love of God. Oh, I see he's putting his flaps down. Maybe we should do the same. Oh boy, okay, hang on a minute. It's doing it in percent on the screen, but that's not what we want. Where's the flaps indicator? I'm sure this has got one. Flaps indicator, where would it... If I were a flaps indicator, where would I be?
Alright, 2, taxi up to my port side there.
Your port side? Oh, I wish you'd said that sooner, bud.
Arlington, this is Elwood Green. Requesting takeoff, over.
Elwood, this is Arlington. You are cleared for takeoff, over.
Roger that, Arlington. Alright, 2, this is lead. Nothing fancy. Here we go.
Here we go. Keep an eye on that speed. Alright. And off we go. Lurching into the air. Gear up. Go ahead and retract the flaps so I can see what are the lightnings over there. Oh, little flight of them over on our right. Crossing over to the left. Bit of nose up trim. Let's crank that canopy shut. Right, I have already forgotten what the performance numbers are for this, but thankfully I've got the sort of cheating little like engine continuous mode indicator on the side there to help me figure out whether or not I'm going to explode my own engine. Which I think is fair enough when you're still learning the plane, having that indicator on there. Because let's face it, real life Mr. McEwen here would have a much better knowledge of how to fly the P-47 than I do. So...
2, this is lead. Keep it tight. I'm gonna bring us above this cloud layer, over.
Alright. I'm keeping it as tight as I dare at the moment, my friend. Alright, so far so good. I haven't made anything explode. There's a little red warning light on the side there, which... Turbine overspeed. That gives me some cause for concern. I think that's the turbocharger, right? Oh, okay. It's already in, like, the minimum position. Where... Oh my god, where is the leader gone? There he is. Okay, I got him. I've reacquired. Alright, the lights just... I know what to do. I've got the turbocharger turned all the way down to the minimum position. And the light's still on. But, you know, if the engine just seizes up and stops working halfway through the flight, we'll know the reason why. Oh, that's interesting. Now the light's blinking. Maybe that's bad. Maybe blinking is... Maybe on is good, blinking is bad. Man, imagine trying to do this for real. Manage all of this crap and then still try and keep an eye... And fly in formation and try and keep an eye out for someone trying to kill you. I haven't had time to even think about navigating. I wonder where we are. I haven't a clue. I might end up sticking map icons back on for the following missions.
2, this is lead. We're almost home. I'm gonna drop us below this cloud layer and set up our approach, over.
Do you reckon we're going to do a formation landing? That'd be sick. Ooh, slow it up a bit. He's killed his throttle, hasn't he, in the descent here? All of a sudden. Oh boy. Clouds. I don't see the base yet.
Mayflower, this is Elwood Green. Approaching for landing, over.
Elwood, you're clear to land on runway 1, over.
Roger that, Mayflower.
Oh, some shell holes down there. A few bomb craters littered about the place. This is kind of cool, I have to admit. This is a bit like flying a DCS campaign. More so than IL-2 one. I'm actually really impressed. I'm watching him closely. I want to see like when he starts to put his gear down and stuff. What's the old standard procedure in this thing? In the jug. Alright. Turning base now, it looks like. Or final, rather, really. Okay, yeah, now the gear's coming down, and the flaps. Alright, let's whack those prop RPMs up to 100%. Open the cowl flaps if I can remember how the heck we do that. There we go. Open up the inlet cowl shutters. Keep an eye on the speed. It's a lot to manage in this thing on landing. It's interesting. It's amazing playing this. You compare it especially to some other fighters, like the Yak, for example, which is literally just like turn engine on, has single throttle lever. That's basically it. Alright, we're down. Easy on the brakes. Oh my god, hello! I'm overtaking you apparently, my dude. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're good. We're good. It's fine. I went on the grass slightly. We're fine. We're good. It's cool. We're fine. We're all fine here. How are you? Should have been much closer to him for that formation landing. Never mind. Interesting, he's still got his cowl flaps shut on the ground. I mean, I'm looking at my cylinder head temperature gauge, and it's actually out of the green band right now. It doesn't seem right somehow. Oh, I like the paint jobs on these ones over here. Check these out. Very nice. It's quite fun to see such a well-populated airfield with all the objects and, you know, window dressing as well. You don't really get this in the dynamic campaigns. It doesn't look this good.
Alrighty there, McEwen. Nice job. Shut her down and head across the runway there to operations, and the CO will get you settled in.
I think that was a very sarcastic, nice job. Found a post saying you could link the RPMs and turbo controls together. Bottom of the engine controls get page for the keys. Dude, do not chop my tail off, please. Thank you. Alright. Give me a minute here. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Key mapping, engine controls. Interconnect throttle and turbo controls. Interconnect throttle and prop control. Okay. So, interesting. All right. Shift I if I want to interconnect it with my throttle lever. Alt I if I want to interconnect it with my prop lever. Interesting. Ah, the genius game developers. You thought of that. You were like, we know you're probably not going to have 3 separate levers. So how about we allow you to link them? You clever bastards. Nice. Well, I wish I'd known that a bit earlier, but thanks for pointing it out, JB. That's a lifesaver. All right, looks like he's despawned. I hope we've successfully completed the mission. I've had issues in scripted campaigns before where you complete them, you hit end finish mission, and then it doesn't unlock the next one in the campaign for some reason. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we arrived in one piece. I didn't break the plane. I'm very proud of myself. Just the landing was just slightly terrifying. No, I might not do a formation landing next time. Okay, it worked. We're on mission 2. Excellent. See, last time I did one of these campaigns, it didn't complete the mission properly, and I couldn't proceed. It was very annoying. Anyway. Dave's got a face! Yes. It's true. Not a disembodied voice after all. Okay, Lieutenant McEwen, welcome to St. Trond. St. Trond! I understand you managed to get lost on the way. It's a good thing Ellis was able to catch a transport from Florence and bring you Florence and bring you a bird, or you might have been stuck there for a while. I'm happy to welcome you to your new home, so after we're done here, you'll be shown your quarters, and you can unpack and get to know your new crew chief. Now let's get to the point, Lieutenant. The First Army under General Hodges is pushing towards the Hurtgen Forest, and Hitler isn't about to just let Hodges have it. Our men on the ground, driving towards the Aachen-Monschau area, are in a pickle. Jerry is dug in, and raining artillery down on them day and night. Our job right now is the same as it's always been with this unit. Choke Jerry so that he can't get gas, fuel, men, or food to the front. Then we kill his tanks, his camps, his barracks, his trains, and sometimes his aircraft. We take away his ability to fight, his ability to sleep, and if he does catch a nap, we want him waking up and praying for a snowstorm because he'd rather lose his feet to frostbite than see us in the air that day. Your flight lead will often be in contact with one of the forward ground controllers embedded with the advancing tanks. Keep your ears open and your mouth shut and do what your flight lead says. We pride ourselves on radio silence in this unit, Lieutenant. Remember that. Some of the pilots forget themselves and get chatty. Try not to be one of them. Since you've trained in the Jug back in New Jersey, you're going to be rotated in immediately, starting tomorrow morning. This will be an armed recon mission into the Hurtgen area, carried out in 4 ship flights. You'll be number 4 in Elwood Blue, my flight. Do what I say, when I say it, and wait your turn to line up on the taxiway. One more thing, we'll generally form up just west of the target area that we're working over, so listen for my call on the radio and look to the west. You'll find me there waiting for you. Okay. West of the target area. Okay. That's all, Lieutenant McEwen. Get some rest. Tomorrow is your day of days. Alright, so we take off, we head east. Southeast, east again, into the area, and we're going to just sort of fly around and look for stuff to blow up, I guess.
Mayflower, this is Elwood Green, requesting takeoff, over. Elwood Green, this is Mayflower. You are cleared for takeoff, over.
Radio receiver volume does nothing. That must have been broken in an update.
That Mayflower, Elwood Green is rolling, over.
Yeah, everyone's just wearing the silver. At least he started off with us off with the engine already running this time. Don't have to go through that malarkey all over again. Right, what was the button? It was left alt I. Throttle and turbo levers now interconnected. All right, cool. Prop levers all the way forward. Instrument lights. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. See what I'm doing a little bit better. Alright, bye, fellas.
Mayflower, this is Elwood Blue. Requesting taxi. Over.
Elwood Blue, this is Mayflower. You are clear to taxi, over.
Roger that, Mayflower.
Oh, I don't have my lights on. How amateurish of me. Or my landing light, for that matter. What was the button for that? Landing, there we go, Shift L.
Okay, Elwood, let's move. Mayflower, this is Elwood Blue. Requesting permission for takeoff. Over.
Elwood Blue Flight, this is Mayflower. You are cleared for takeoff, over. Good luck, Colonel.
I still don't know where the flaps gauge is, so I'm just eyeballing it out the window. Right, off we go. I see now it's blinking with the throttle maxed out. I think if it's blinking, it's being oversped. I think that's the deal here. Oh boy, man, this thing takes its sweet time getting off the ground.
Mudguard, this is Elwood Blue. Airborne and inbound for Sector 2. Over.
Elwood Blue Flight, this is Mudguard. Roger that. All sectors are currently clear of hostiles. Over.
Copy that, Mudguard. Elwood Blue out.
Turn off the lights, there we go. Oh, and what's the button? Close these things. Is it Alt L? Yeah, it was Alt L. There we go. Open up the oil, close the inlet cowl shutters. I'll leave them open a little bit just to be on the safe side, I guess. Get some pitch up trim. There's so many levers you need to pull in this thing. It's amazing.
Plastic, this is Sweepstakes. Is that UIC heading 090 out of Aachen? Over. Negative, Sweepstakes. We're about 10 miles east of Schmidt. Over. Copy that, Plastic. Turn down, this is Sweepstakes. Head 050 for bogeys, about 35 miles. Over. Sweepstakes, this is turn down. Roger that.
Alright, let's try and keep track of where we're going right now. We're passing over a big ass river. There's a town there. Where are we, roughly speaking? We're probably just going over point 3 on our route here. That's Liège over to our right, I would imagine. Yeah. Oh boy, yeah, they're really shooting at us now. We have B-17 that might be.
Tanks right. 2 o'clock.
Oh boy, okay.
Let's go to work.
I don't see anything, I'll just follow you guys. Yeah, when the remaster comes out for Mighty 8th, we'll play the shit out of it. Don't you
Looks
worry.
like we got a mess of vehicles down there, too.
Alright, I gotta pay attention now, everybody. Ostensibly. I'm gonna stick with our man on the left here. Alright, down he goes. What do you see there, man? I don't see shit. Oh wait, yes I do. Yes I do. They're hidden by that tree line. I don't know if we got anything there. Oh, that might have been mine that just went off there, I think. Alright, where is everybody at? Did I drop both of them there? No, I only dropped the one. Alright, cool. We'll go around again, I guess, as soon as I locate where everyone else has got to. There they are. Lost him again. Damn it. There we go. Why are we attacking it from this angle? This seems really dumb. I guess it makes it harder for their AAA guns to hit us, though, mind you. Ah, no, forget it. That's a rubbish run. I'm going to come back in from the opposite direction. That was garbage. Oh, I've just realized something. I know why they said turn the radio receiver volume down. It's not I've suddenly realised this looking at the messages on the left-hand side of the screen. It's not to turn their actual radio messages down, it's to turn the in-game messages down, so that they're not conflicting with the ones from the campaign. And sort of messing with your immersion. Alright, here we go. This is looking more promising. It's a bit where I take a flak round right in the face. Okay. Really like to get rid of this extra bomb. There we go. There we go. I'm not rolling over to one side anymore. Oh, I think that one landed kind of more in the trees. Never mind. Not quite so good. I realised I've been running on combat power for a while. It's probably not smart. Oh, we're doing some strafing now, huh? Oh yeah, I see a bunch of moving vehicles. Oh, that's a tank. What am I doing? Oh, fail. Okay. Yeah, I think we're boned. We're boned. Fucking trees. Ah, Jesus Christ.
Blue lead. We're done. Everyone form up.
Typical. I was that close to finishing it too. Fucking trees. I wish Wolfpack was here. He'd understand my pain. Right, no hitting any trees this time, folks. I need to be extremely conservative with my strafing runs. And we were strafing tanks anyway to begin with, which was stupid, so... I'm wondering now all of a sudden... I don't know how many of you have played DCS and are familiar with that Hunters over the Yalu campaign. The F-86 Sabre one. Oh, dude. Ah, number 3 just got hit. He's leaking fuel. That's not good. But anyway, I don't know if any of you are familiar with that campaign. I'm wondering if this campaign's made by the same guys. Some of the voice acting sounds familiar. Not to mention the titles, you know, Hunters over the Yalu, Hellhawks over the Bulge. Have you ever actually been hit by flak in this game? Oh god, loads of times, dude. Took an 88 round to the face once when I was doing a Yak campaign over Stalingrad while I was on a bombing run. That was spectacular, that one. As deaths go in this game, it was pretty magnificent. Well, I don't like how the 20mm is focusing on me right now. Or was that the 30mm? Probably the 30.
Tally ho, tank's right. 2 o'clock. Let's go to work.
They drop pressure from a hole in the
Looks like we got a
canopy.
mess of vehicles down there too.
Well, no, because this aircraft isn't pressurized. Alright, much like last time, I'm going to stick with number 1, I think. Down he goes. Actually, I'm not going to quite stick with him. I reckon I can get a better angle on this if I come in over this way. Potentially. Actually, no, forget it. Forget it. Let's just abort that completely. I know where those tanks are, though, this time. So, yeah, I see them. A big old row of Panthers right there. Guess what I'm going to be aiming for? Oh, Jesus Christ, really? Alright, we're still airborne. fuck's sake, man. What is it about this mission? Alright. You jerks. You're getting both bombs. And then I'm leaving. Have fun. I hope that kills something. It might have done. Alright, I have a feeling that, my engine probably isn't going to last long enough to get us home, but we're going to give this a try. Let's have a look. How are things going down here? Cylinder head temperature's fine. I really wish I knew where that oil temperature gauge was, but because that's probably the one to look out for. There's a lot of oil all over my canopy right now, though. Filling with the aileron.
Blue lead. We're done.
Trim in a minute.
Everyone form up.
Alright, you guys have fun forming up. I'm trying not to die. I have no idea where we are. We need to keep looking out for that big ass river. There's okay, we've got a big, fairly big town on our left. Is that Verviers by any chance? Do you reckon? I reckon that might be Verviers. This is kind of why it's fun to have map icons off, though, because it adds to the drama in situations like this, where you don't know exactly where you are. Maybe it's Maastricht? Looks like it might be the kind of right sort of shape for Maastricht. Oil pressure, for some strange reason, is still in the green on the dial there. So I guess we're okay? Question mark? Should be in friendly territory by now. I kind of want to see if I can land this thing. Get this wounded bird back to base rather than just bailing out. Got no rudder, which could naturally make landing a little bit spicier than usual. I wonder if my hydraulics are working correctly. I guess we'll find that out too. No, you're not going to be able to remove the canopy and clean the outside of it while in flight, my dude. That's not going to happen. I can open the canopy, but as you can see, I'm now getting oil in my face. I might have to put up with that while we're on final approach, though. We're in a P-47. Yep, a pretty badly damaged P-47, but it's a P-47. Yeah, there's the airfield. Right.
Third on, this is Burner. What is your ETA? Over.
Sir, this is Fair Dawn, about 10 minutes, over.
Let's see if we can make straight in here. Let's not mess around. The flaps are working, that's good. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on, P-47, hold it together. It's tough without a rudder. I don't think we're going to manage this. I'm going to have to try and go around, I think. Maybe try a 30-degree flap landing, I'm not sure. Yeah, the P-47 did... it was a durable aeroplane by reputation. God damn, yeah, this is really tough without a rudder. Cannot coordinate this turn properly at all.
Mayflower, Elwood Blue, approach for landing. Over.
Elwood Blue, this is
try and
Mayflower. You're
flop
clear
this
to
down.
land on runway 1. Over.
Without smacking into anything? Whoa! Okay, that was a little sharp to the left, but I think it saved our life, that. It wrecked the plane, but it saved our life. Good grief. We did it! We're alive! Just about. Whew. See, we had no rudder, so I couldn't control which direction we were going on the ground there without applying wheel brake, and so I just went all in on the left wheel brake there, and it made us do a little spin. But it meant that we didn't go smacking straight into that P-47 on our left there, and the truck. So... that was tough. Exciting, but tough. My question now is, if I finish the mission now, will it count as finishing the mission properly? I don't know. We'll find out. Mission accomplished, apparently. I blew up at precisely nothing, as it turned out. Our poorly aimed bombs from our damaged plane did not, in fact, hit any of those Panthers. I'm disappointed, but never mind. Oh, yeah, we lost one of the P-47s on that as well. Never mind. Our first attempt would have been way better if I didn't hit the tree like an idiot. Oh, well. There we go, and Hornet's Nest is the next one up. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done for today, though. We're approaching 5 o'clock. I don't think we have time for another mission, because these seem to take like an hour long. Not including re-attempts. So, that'll be it for today. I think we'll come back to this, though. I'm enjoying this campaign. It's very, very cool. I like all the custom radio chat. The missions themselves are put together very nicely. I love the air bases that are all decorated with all the gubbins and stuff. It's very, very immersive and very, very awesome. It's very cool. As I've said, I do like my dynamic campaigns because I love that replayability, but a really well put together scripted campaign is something special. So, and there's quite a lot of it to go, apparently, so